If you missed the Vancouver waterfront boom, this is your second shot. Here's your warning. Here is why I am going to bet on Washougal over Camas in the next 10 to 15 years. Hi, my name is Cassandra Marks, also known as Realtor Cass, and I am a farmer with a wee little real estate problem. And as a transplant myself, I want to take you on an adventure discovering all the great homes, the cool communities, and all the beauty that the Pacific Northwest has to offer here in Clark County. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly why I think Washougal is a better bet than Camas for the next 10 to 15 years when it comes to home equity. So location-wise, Camas and Washougal, they sit back along SR 14 east of Vancouver, about 20 minutes. You'll shop in both, you'll play in both, and they share the Columbia River corridor. Where Camas has this very polished, boutique-y downtown, which is absolutely amazing, don't get me wrong. Washougal has something Camas doesn't, which is a large, developable waterfront that's finally moving from renderings to reality, but more on that in a second. So what does the next 10 to 15 years look like? And here's the bet. Washougal's waterfront and adjacent downtown blocks are entering into a multi-phase build-out that should and will reshape the city and the way that the Vancouver waterfront did a few miles west. So first up, Hyas Point. It's located at the Port of Camas-Washougal, and it is a port-led public-private riverfront district with walkable Main Street feel, mixed-use buildings, a plaza, and homes on the cleaned-up brownfield site. So phase work and groundbreaking are very much underway. The early phases including streets, mixed-use buildings, and a few hundred apartments. There's already 2 cranes down there, and they are cranking. So the port's harbor plan calls for 17 mixed-use buildings, a central plaza, vendor market, and an east-west main street along the water. This is not a maybe someday. It's actually happening. And doesn't this sound even more like a waterfront in Southwest Washington that we already have? So what else? The Pendleton Woolen Mills downtown redevelopment is happening as well. Yes, Pendleton, we're talking about the blankets. They control 63 to 64 acres by its Washougal Mill, and they have proposed a mixed-use plan with housing for about 780 units, retail, recreation, and employment spaces. The company and the city have been working diligently through the development agreement framework here in 2025. And that's not going to be pocket infill. It's actually downtown scale remake. Like they are building out downtown Washougal. So why this feels like an early Vancouver waterfront? So Vancouver's 32-acre master plan unlocked thousands of homes, big office square footage, destination dining, and that signature riverfront park and pier. Only a handful of blocks remain down there, and Washougal's plan isn't identical. But the playbook, cleanup, master plan, phase construction, activate the river, is the same. So if you watched Vancouver's blocks go from dirt to date night in under a decade, you know how this can snowball once the momentum hits. And what's the bottom line? In 10 to 15 years, Washougal's river edge plus downtown infill will set it up for a steep change in lifestyle, dining, and housing options, not just incremental growth. So this is exactly why I would choose Washougal right now. All right, so your transformational upside, you're buying ahead of the waterfront district that adds restaurants, trails, plazas, and homes. So that value isn't just in-house. It is the neighborhoods that are arriving too. The second reason is more homes for the budget. Today's apples to apples, many buyers find newer construction or more square footage in Washougal than they would in Camas at the same spend. And that's pretty handy when rates right now are definitely eating at your payment. Also, calmer residential rhythm in Washougal. Street by street, Washougal runs quieter while keeping quick access to the Gorge and the river. Also, the views and access that Washougal allows. The hillside pockets with outlooks, plus real proximity to the Washougal River and the Columbia Path connectors. But what are some of the trade-offs? Camas, yes, brings a super gorgeous already there downtown. It's premium, it's polished, and at premium prices with more bustle. Washougal trades a touch of that gloss for space, calm, and future upside. So your call, you can pay for the finish today or position yourself with equity tomorrow. If you had a choice, would you choose that instant charm of Camas or the future waterfront in Washougal? Please tell me more down in the comments below why you would choose either Washougal or Camas, because this is a debate that I've had with so many people back and forth about which one's better and which one has more upside. And I want to hear everybody's take on this because it is so interesting to me. So how do you shop smart? Well, when you're looking in Washougal or Camas, obviously you want to lock in your non-negotiables. View, yard, stairs, no stairs, garage. And we'll start talking over the different neighborhoods in Washougal because there is vast geographical differences within the city. And depending upon where you're looking and what you're looking for will depend on where we are. If you are looking directly close to downtown or the waterfront, we will have further discussion about how these developments will affect those areas when it comes to construction timelines and home pricing. I definitely would bet on Washougal over Camas for the next decade by far because of the waterfront and the downtown infill combo is a once in a generation chance to get in on. Are you betting on future riverfront or paying for the premium for the finished of today? If you like Washougal and you want to check out a little bit more, I've got a great couple of videos. One of them is right here. This is where we kind of take you on a map tour and we talk about all the cool things that you should know about Washougal, including some of my favorite restaurants and spots and a swimming hole. If you have more questions about how awesome Washougal is, you can reach out to me via text, email, or DM on the socials at Realtor Cass. And you can also use this right here, handy dandy QR code. Get your phone out, scan it. It will put my contact information right in your phone now. Again, my name is Cassandra Marks, also known as Realtor Cass, and I am a farmer with a wee little real estate problem. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Until I see you again. Bye.